It was a big risk that you took.
I know, but it was a bigger risk to stay. Bigger risk to stay.
Carlos Ghosn was a leader in the auto industry like no other. He was a rock star. He could meet with Putin in no time. Yes, you heard it right. That was a man who personified ambition. He was a charismatic CEO who traveled the world. But all of a sudden, things changed drastically. Hey guys, in today's video, we're gonna look into the story of one of the most influential figures in current business, Carlos Ghosn, and his dramatic rise and fall. This video will be very interesting as we bring you the whole story of Carlos Ghosn right from the beginning. So stay tuned to the end to find out about everything there is. Carlos Ghosn, who is currently 68 years of age, was born in Brazil to Lebanese immigrant parents and holds both French and Lebanese citizenship. After growing up in Beirut, he attended the prestigious École Polytechnique in Paris before joining Michelin. He worked for the French tire manufacturer for the first 18 years of his career. He then went to work for Renault in South America, where he helped turn around their operations. Ghosn didn't see himself as belonging to any one country, or even a single regional concern. He was very much a world traveler. He never fit in with the French elite. That irritated him. Elite Paris is a relatively small club for him. No one is sure if they were rejecting him or if he refused to join. He would consider himself a global citizen. Carlos Ghosn joined Nissan in 1999 in Yokohama, Japan, as a chief operating officer and was promoted to CEO 2 years later. People had no idea who he was. As a foreigner, people were unsure of him. Initially, this mystery man slowly caused a turnaround. He worked quickly to create a recovery plan for Nissan, which became the Nissan Revival Plan. That was what truly shaped Carlos Ghosn as a businessman. Ghosn was ruthless when he came into a corporate situation and needed to turn it around. He dismantled the traditional network of close suppliers linked by cross-shareholdings. He was not afraid to try and understand what people were doing and to promote possible improvements. He had a lot of compassion at the time. Nobody expected the outsider to be successful. It's most likely one of history's most successful corporate turnarounds. That's when the real superstardom begins. Within a year, Ghosn had outperformed himself. He recognizes an opportunity and seizes it. His image appeared on children's lunchboxes, and he had his own comic book. It's unusual to see a foreign CEO in a Japanese manga. It brought him very close to the Japanese people. He was frequently on television, and newspapers and magazines fell in love with him. He stated that if they don't deliver on their recovery plan, he and his team will resign. This was a significant assertion in Japan. As a result, this manga character became a hero. Nissan acquired a large stake in Mitsubishi in 2016. When Carlos Ghosn formed his alliance and brought in Mitsubishi, it was truly a Carlos Ghosn moment. Carlos Ghosn took over as the chairman of the company. Toyota or Volkswagen sold 10 million vehicles per year, which was a benchmark for the automotive industry. Carlos Ghosn had a long-standing obsession with this. The Brazilian-born French business executive of Lebanese descent was the successful CEO of Nissan Motor Company, as well as carmaker Renault SA and Mitsubishi Motors until recently. This is a one-of-a-kind strategic alliance that has helped the group become one of the largest and most profitable global vehicle manufacturers under Ghosn's leadership.
Welcome back. Breaking news. In the past few minutes, Nissan has revealed that its chairman has been arrested.
In a shocking news coming from the auto world, auto manufacturer Nissan's chairman Carlos GHOSN has been arrested.
But the story fell short when Ghosn was arrested and charged with financial improprieties and alleged self-dealings in November 2018, shocking the entire corporate and public world. He was imprisoned and then placed under a house arrest in Tokyo, Japan. Ghosn was then abruptly fired from his position at Nissan. The reason for his firing and arrest originated from the findings of an internal Nissan investigation, which accused Ghosn of misreporting his compensation to the Japanese government and misusing company assets for personal gain. According to the company, he only declared half of the $88 million he was paid from 2011 to 2015. In response to fraud charges brought by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, GHOSN agreed to a $1 million settlement concerning allegations that he concealed approximately $140 million of his compensation package. GHOSN neither admitted nor denied the SEC's allegations. While detained by Japanese authorities for more than 100 days, GHOSN claims that the country's judicial system is very different from that of Western societies and is corrupted against the person accused of a crime. Detaining people suspected of committing crimes in jail for long periods is a common practice in Japan. The accused are not provided with adequate legal representation and are constantly harassed by prosecutors who attempt to coerce or pressure the accused into admitting guilt. In Japan, the conviction rate is around 99%, which is far higher in the Western legal systems. GHOSN allegedly scripted a daring escape while under house arrest. He hosted an event in his Tokyo home. According to reports, GHOSN hired a band of commandos to act as musicians with the help of his wife. Instead of a concert, GHOSN was smuggled out of the country in a large instrument case. GHOSN, who was about 5 feet 6 inches tall, fit easily into one of the boxes, which is intended for the transfer of musical instruments, a 6-foot-tall double-bass case. Carlos was flown in a private jet to Istanbul, Turkey, and then rerouted to Lebanon, his home country. Lebanon does not have a bilateral agreement with Japan, allowing GHOSN to avoid punishment in Japan. For all his achievements, he's regarded as a local hero in Lebanon, where he grew up. GHOSN claimed that he was not trying to escape from his legal problems, but that he was unable to have a fair and impartial trial. He referred to Japan's hostage justice legal system, saying he needed to escape injustice. GHOSN declared that he would no longer be held hostage by a corrupt Japanese legal system. He said that he has not fled justice, but has escaped injustice and political discrimination. After some days, the International Criminal Police Organization, or Interpol, issued an arrest warrant for GHOSN to Lebanon's justice minister. GHOSN maintained his innocence and said that he will speak with the media soon to explain his side of the story. Following GHOSN's departure, the fortunes of the Nissan, Renault, Mitsubishi alliance and their respective stock prices have declined. Companies are having difficulty keeping up with the current competition. Carlos GHOSN served as the glue that linked two different companies together. It's heartbreaking to see a man go from greatness to something so horrific. But what's even more heartbreaking is that the two companies are still suffering as a result. The group's performance, both Renault and Nissan, has been absolutely bad since the former CEO's departure. GHOSN's dominant view of the global scale did not survive his downfall. The story of Carlos GHOSN is a real lightning rod. He had been there for so long that he considered this alliance to be his. A CEO who runs 3 businesses should have raised red flags right away. One cannot be the CEO of 2 companies at the same time. The board must be present to question the CEO. Well, Nissan's board of directors was not a real board. When people grow larger than their companies, they do things that eventually lead to their collapse. In April 2022, France issued an arrest warrant for Carlos. The prosecutor's office in Nanterre near Paris confirmed to CNN that an international arrest warrant had been issued for GHOSN and the owners of Suhail Bawan Automobiles, an Omani vehicle distributor. The warrant relates to more than 15 million euros in alleged suspicious payments between Renault, Nissan, and SBA, according to French media, including CNN affiliate BFM TV. GHOSN has always denied allegations of financial misconduct at the automobile manufacturer, and he claimed that in 2019 he fled house arrest in Japan, where he faced charges of filing false financial statements because he did not believe he would receive a fair trial. The investigating judge and the Nanterre prosecutor were fully aware that Carlos GHOSN, who has always cooperated with French justice authorities, is subject to a judicial ban on leaving Lebanese territory. Carlos has also stated his willingness to stand trial outside of Japan. In July 2021, GHOSN confirmed to the BBC that he had fled the country on a private plane while hiding inside a box normally used for audio equipment. Carlos GHOSN is still an essential figure in the business world, which we believe he enjoys. However, that will eventually come to an end, and he'll be in Lebanon. It will be difficult for him to handle it. People will slowly begin to lose interest. His legacy has been harmed, and it will always rise on his head that he is a man on the run. That would be a tragic end for someone who was once a powerful figure in the automotive industry. He won in the sense that he's not imprisoned for now. He's stuck in Lebanon, he's lost his throne, but he still certainly has a kingdom there. Well, that's all for today's video on Carlos GHOSN, ex-CEO of Renault's Nissan. Have you guys heard this story before, and do you believe Carlos GHOSN is guilty?